Coach Jake with FGC Simplified. Listen, I have put together some of my examples that I've given on live replay right here for you to check out. If you need more information on how you can join the community or come to our free webinar, just look at the description of this video. You will find a link to our webinar and also a link to actually join the FGC community. If you want to learn more about how to get into federal government contracting as the middle person and make 6 to 7 figures from home without doing the physical work. So enjoy these replay, and if you want to learn more, tap in with us at FGC Simplified. Let's go.
So that's over 485,000 contract opportunities weekly. Yes. All right. So, all right. So I want to address this question. So user 71199, whatever, he is saying that sole source is best. And I 100% agree with him. Sole source is best. So this is one of the keys. Once you get into federal government contracts and you have a couple of contracts under your belt, the federal government will come directly to you instead of putting the contract out to the masses to bid on. They will come directly to your company and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, we need 50 up to 100,000, this and that. Can you provide it? And that's what I'm talking about, sole source. Once the government sees that you're capable of fulfilling these contracts, they will come directly to you in order to fulfill whatever need for product or service they have. Okay? All right. No problem. You're welcome. How can realtors benefit from government contract? Listen, for Tanya, anyone can benefit from government contract. Everybody has a different background and a different field. But when it comes to real estate, the federal government also needs real estate. So they would put out listings. You know what? Let me find one. There we go. So there we go. So this is one I'm just showing you right here, for example, because you were asking about a realtor. The federal government will lease spaces for MEP station. They would lease offices, as you can see the contracts here. But the crazy thing about, the government leases, your company can win a federal government contract for a lease, and you don't even have to own a actual building. Yes, you do. You do. It's a little more in depth when you go into the process of it. But listen, I will give you a quick example. If you want to know a quick example on how federal government contracting will work when it comes to the real estate side, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. I see you, Director of Pharmacy. I got you. No problem. You're welcome. Put a fire emoji in the chat for you. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you want to know a little bit about real estate. No problem. I'm waiting. Yeah, this. All right. I will actually, since you all are here with me, who asked about the real estate? If you just asked about the real estate, I can't remember your name. Put a heart emoji in the chat so I know that I'm talking directly to you. If you just asked about the real estate, I got you. I'm looking for you. I'm a real estate agent, Tree. Okay, Tree. Oh, Director of Pharmacy, it was you. Okay, got it. All right, Director of Pharmacy, you and Tree. All right, so you're a real estate agent too. So let me show you. I'm going to talk broad directly to you. Everybody else here will just eavesdrop while I show this information to you and show you how government contracting can profit when it comes to real estate, okay? And once I get that, I will come back and walk everyone else through it, okay? You with me? All right, I see you, Director of Pharmacy. So right here, it says lease office space in Region 7. So the government is requesting a lease space. So let's take a look at it so I can find a little more information so I can explain it to you. All right. So I can see here. So they're trying to lease space in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. All right. And look at this. They give you a breakdown on, please let me, I want to make sure y'all can see this. If y'all can see this, just put an eyeball or something in the chat so y'all can see what exactly they're asking for. Put an eyeball in the chat for me if y'all can see this right here. Minimum square footage. I see you, Aki. Minimum square footage, maximum square footage. I see the eyeballs. I see you, director. They need office space, the type, office space. And I want you to look at the length of this lease. 10 years, 5 years firm, but with 5 years optional. Do you see that? It says 5 years for both tenant to improve and build. Y'all are with me. All right, I see y'all. I see the eyeballs. All right. So this is what I would do. I would reach out to a commercial real estate broker in Oklahoma City, and I would let them know, hey, I am trying to get a pricing to lease an office space, and give them this specification, this amount, minimum, maximum 4,000 square feet. It must has at least 8 parking spaces for government vehicles. Do you have that in your portfolio? If not, can you find it for me? If that makes sense to you, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. Let me know, make sure I didn't lose anybody. Put a fire emoji. I just want to make sure that I haven't lost anybody. Put a fire emoji in the chat. I see you, Aki. I see you. I see you. Perfect. Perfect. I see you. I see you. Again, I'm not going into in-depth, but I'm giving you a brief overview, okay? I see you. I see you. All right. Now, look. The federal government already did their market research too as well. So you see, existing lease space, they're paying $60 or so a square foot. All right? You see it? A square foot. So I'm going to do some math with you live here with me. You know what? I'm going to have y'all help me out. So the real estate, the commercial real estate broker says, hey, Coach Jay, yes, I have a building that would work for your specifications here. Can you, I would say, can you give me a quote on how much the lease will be? And they would say, for my real estate brokers in here, they will say, okay, we will give you $70 per square foot. All right? $70 per square foot. Do the math for me. $70 times, let's go with the low end. $70 times 3,827 square feet. Put it in the chat for me. Help me out. I see you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. There you go. 260K. I'm seeing 260K. 260K. I see you. All right. So this is what I would do. I would do my own market research. And let's say I put a profit on top of this, okay? Let's say they gave me $70 per square feet. But I say, you know what, federal government? Yes, I have a building for you. I would lease it to you for $75 per square feet. Y'all are with me? I put my profit on top of it and I send it to the government. The federal government accepts my bid. So they're paying me. So what is 75? Let's say, so 75 times 3,827 square feet. 75 times 8. Give me that number for me. That Aki is saying that's $40,000 in profit. $40,000 in profit over the next 10 years. Over the next 10 years. I'm seeing you get it. I'm seeing you get it. All right. So this is how, when it comes to real estate, again, I don't own the building. I pay the owner of the building their lease fee, their rent, or however you want to put it. I pay them that, and I keep the profit on top for actually finding this. Did that make sense to y'all? If that makes sense for y'all, give me a bomb in the chat. Give me a bomb in the chat. Somebody saying it sounds too good to be true. It is. It is simple. It is that simple. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can do your own research. You can do your own research. Rich said he'll drink to that. I see you. Yeah, yeah. So you will make this passive, semi-passive, because you still have to do the invoicing for the next 10 years. Ray did the math all the way for me. She said that's $191,000 in profit over 10 years. Would anybody take 200,000 grand over the 10 years for not doing the work? Do you get your profit up front? Ryan is asking. No, you won't get your profit up front. You get your profit monthly. You pay rent monthly, correct? So you will get your profit monthly. Or however they sign their lease agreement is, and how they paying. Yeah. What is the catch? I mean, there is no catch. There's work to be done. You have to know how to find the contracts. You have to know how to find the solicitations. You have to know how to read it. You have to know how to communicate with the brokers to let them, so there is no catch. There's just work to be done. How long does it take to get registered in SAM? It normally takes a couple of days or so, but they've been backlogged because of the switching over to the UEI number. So, just be patient with them. But that doesn't stop you from going to get the work done. You can still go through the whole process. No problem. You're where? All right. So So beware. I don't think people realize how you will be out of pocket months before you get paid. I don't understand your question, Texas Box Outdoors. How are you going to be out of pocket? I don't understand your question. How long does payment start after? How long does payment start after the contract? Depends on what it is. Are we talking of Anna Johnson? Are we talking about this real estate? Once the lease is signed and the federal government, remember there was a 5-year built out on this contract. So while they're building building out the site, you're collecting rent. Yeah, you collect rent. No problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, if you want more information, you can click the link in my bio and you can schedule for the webinar where I can give you more information. I provide all that information there for you. So again, let's tap the screen for me. That's the screen. All right. So Baltimore for now is asking, what about a nightclub? You got to give me a little more information than that. I mean, if the federal government needs a nightclub, they would put a solicitation out here for you, okay? So, no problem. Okay. Yon's GM, you're the 8th person that told me that I should get a YouTube channel. So, I would highly look into it. Can you move on to the next step, please? Oh, no problem, sir. No problem. I got you. All right. So let's go over the searching criteria again. So you have numbers out here. So user, whatever. That is the actual process. I showed you how to get started. You get your LLC. You get your free EIN. You get registered in SAM. And then you come right here. Now at SAM.gov, you don't need a registration or you don't need to sign on to actually find these contracts. These contracts are open out here for you. I'll walk you through the steps again. Again, we're on SAM.gov. completely free. You will hit the search menu. Once you hit the search menu, you will come right here to contract opportunities. Once you click contract opportunities, you will come down here and click inactive in order for the list to populate. Now, you do have some options in here that you can narrow the search down, but I would recommend that you don't do that because you will miss out on contracts trying to put yourself in a box. All right. So once the list has populated on this side, you have the listing of contracts that are available for you to actually go after and bid and win on. Okay. So let me look at this one right here. So this is another one. And again, I'm not curating this list. This list is live. So this will be a contract right here for laundry, dry, lint cleaning. Anybody know what this is? If anybody know what this is, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. Laundry, dryer, lint cleaning. No problem. I will walk you through the process on the whole step right now. If you all are ready for me to walk you through the whole process when it comes to this solicitation, put a fire emoji in the chat so I know that y'all are with me. Tap the screen. Let's see if we can get these likes to at least 20,000 for this information. Queen B, I see you, girl. I see you. Yes. Cleaning the lints out the dryer. I see you. No problem. Rich, I see you too. I see you. All right. I'm waiting for everybody. No problem. You're welcome. All right. You with me? You with me? All right. So I'm walking you through. I showed you where to find these solicitation. Now I will show you the simple steps on how you can get started in this. Okay. All right. Y'all are with me. Okay. I see you. All right. So someone is saying that you don't do these contracts yourself. No. We don't do the work, sir. We don't do the work. It's called the middleman process. My company gets awarded the contract from the federal government, and then I find a local subcontractor who would actually do the physical work. All right. So here we go. All right. I got about 15 minutes and I got a phone call I got to jump on. So here we go. So dry cleaner laundry service. All right. So I can see that it's coming up on the 26th, and they will include a document right here that will give you all the information you need in order to submit a competitive, successful bid. All right. So let's open up this document right here. All right. Let's see what this document is telling us. All right. Let me make sure that make it a little bigger so everybody could see. All right. Let me know that if y'all can see this properly. Just put a 1 in the chat so I know that y'all are with me. Y'all can see it. I want to make sure I don't lose anyone. The website again for the LLC is InkFile. And the website we're using is SAM.gov. I see the ones. Okay, y'all can see perfectly. All right. So there are certain areas that you can see, but right here, it tells me again that this is in Oklahoma City. And they give me a street address. It's for the Department of Veteran Affairs, Oklahoma City. And they give me a city, state, and zip code. All right. So I will come down here. Right here. It says task and requirements. They're telling you the contractor shall provide all the labor necessary equipment to clean laundry dryer vents to be cleaned. You see it? If y'all see that, put a 1 there for me. Y'all see? All right. They even give you the specific name of the dryers. They give you the brand name. They give you the serial number. They give you the model number. They give you all this information. Okay. They give you the work hours on when they want it to be cleaned. So between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Y'all see all that information. All right. I'm trying to see quantity if they tell you how frequently they want it clean. There we go. Perform dry lint cleaning. I'm perusing through this. All right. So right here, this is what is called a price sheet. All right. So if y'all can see this for me, let me know y'all can see it. Again, I'm working with y'all. Y'all can see this? Yes. I'm seeing, let's put a yes or one. A yes or one if y'all can see this for me. One. I see you. Yes. Got you. All right. So the federal government wants that lint cleaning service 4 quarters. You see that? 4 quarters. So they want it 4 times a year. Once a quarter. Y'all see that? Once a quarter. Y'all see it? Yes, y'all see it. Y'all see it once a quarter. All right. So all I will do from here on out, I have the address. I have the place of location. Remember, it is at the Department of Veteran Affairs at Oklahoma City VA Health Center. I have an address and I have a zip code. I can see here that it's 1, 2, 3 dryers and they want it cleaned. How many times? How many times they want it cleaned? Yep. So that's once every 3 months. Correct. So what I will do now, I will get that information. I will go over to my rich uncle called Google. And let's see that. Boom. Here we go. All right. This is how you find your subcontractors. If y'all are still with me, give me some fire emoji or something. Let me know if y'all are still with me on this process. So we found our solicitations. We found exactly what they're asking for. Listen, I got to pause right here. I just saw my boy in here. Make Money with Wes. He is another brother that's out here teaching the same thing when it comes to federal government contracting. And he's talking about he's going to get this one. I already got this one in the bag, brother. Y'all, if y'all are not following Wes, Make Money with Wes, y'all need to follow him right here. Make Money with Wes. He's also teaching the same thing, sharing this free information. So what I would do, look, I would contact Oklahoma Duct Cleaning Service and I would say, hey, I want to, if you can give me a quote on getting some vent cleanings every 3 months. I have about 3 dryers. This is their model number. This is the size. Can you give me a quote for getting this vent cleaning done? All right. Once they give me the quote, I will put my profit on top of it, send it to the federal government. Now, once the federal government awards me the contract, I would pay the, all right, let me back it all the way down because I'm seeing the questions popping up in the chat. All right. So I contact Oklahoma Duct Cleaning. They give me a price of, okay, I will clean these ducts for you every 3 months. We will do it for $5,000. Y'all are with me? $5,000. User, I got you. I'll show you how you send the contract to them. All right. So they give me a quote for $5,000. Y'all with me? Put a 1. I see it. Correct. All right. So I do my market research and I found out the price of what it will cost, what these other companies will cost to do the same duct cleaning or this vent cleaning. I would put, let's say I put $700 on top of it. Okay. I put $700 on top of it and I go to the federal government and said, based on this information that you've given me, federal government, based on this information that you've given me, I would do this work for $2,700. Oh, no, $5,700 because they said $500. I would do it for $5,700. The federal government agrees. They pay me $5,700. I pay my subcontractor, which is Oklahoma City, to do the ductwork that they agreed on for $5,000, and I keep $700 for not even doing the work. Are you with me? If that makes sense to you, put a bomb in the chat for me. Put a bomb in the chat for me. Oh, man. All right, no problem, no problem. And take a look at this right here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see this. It says this will be evaluated. Oh, hold on with me. This would be evaluated. Evaluation of this solicitation will be the price. The best price wins. No problem. Hey, listen. All right, let me see if I can answer some questions. I have a call in 5 minutes, y'all. I got to jump off. Let me answer some questions. Listen, if that was simple enough for you, please let me know. Just tap the screen. Let's see if we can get these likes up. That's it. No problem. All right, let me answer this question. Do you need licenses? No, you do not need any licenses. Your company who's being awarded the contract does not need any licenses. The subcontractor who's getting, which will be the laundry, Oklahoma duct cleaning, will need to have all the required certifications and insurance, but my company does not need to have that. Hope that helps. Okay. Tamara is asking, what if the contractor doesn't hold up on their end? You fire the contractor and you get another one. Again, your businesses are in business to make a profit, to actually do the work and make a profit. So if they give me a quote and they don't want to do the work, just find somebody else, find another contractor. Remember, the contract belongs to you. No problem. You're welcome. No problem. Yes. So do you get paid once a quarter or once a year? Rodriguez, you get paid every time they go out and do a service. So once they go out for the quarter, they do the event cleaning. Once they get back to their shop a couple days later or whatever, they would invoice you and then you would pay them. Because once the work is done, you would send an invoice to the federal government because you already have a contract with them for how much they will charge every time they go out. So once you get the okay that the job was done, you invoice the government. And now you're waiting on your subcontractor to invoice you. So once the government pays you, you get your invoice from your subcontractor and then you pay your subcontractor. So I hope that helps. No problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I understand now. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, no problem. Nope, you don't need any licenses. Nope, you don't need any insurance. No, it's not a template. You just provide to them exactly what they're asking for. What does the contractor look like? I don't understand your question, Ryan Diggs. The contractor is a small business within that area to do it. Someone says, what about your DUNS number? They used to require your DUNS number, Jacquees Lakes, but they no longer require your DUNS number to get registered in SAMs. You could just simply register and they will assign you a UEI number. Where do they go to do the duct cleaning? They will go to the medical facility. Remember, we got the address. I am Culo. We have the address right here of the facility, the Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA healthcare system. So they will go to this address, perform the vent cleaning, and then they would invoice us. Okay? How long does it take for the invoice to come back? It depends on the company. On my electrical wiring company, it took them at least 3 weeks to actually send me the invoice once the work was done. So I had my funds already from the government, just waiting for them to send me their invoice so I can pay them. No problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. If I want to hire you, sure. What do you do? No problem. No template for bids. No template for bids. Do you get a subcontractor sign a contract? Linda, no. You have a contract with the federal government to do this work. The subcontractor is working on your behalf. So you sign a service agreement with the subcontractor, agreeing to do the work that they quoted you on. How long does the government take to pay? The government pays you on a net 30. So from the time they receive your invoice, they have 30 days to pay. So you would also put your subcontractor on a net 30, meaning you have 30 days to pay them after you'd receive their invoice. No problem. Yes, there again, if you're on SAM.gov, you can play around with it. There is no registration, and you can search for anything. You can search for transportation. You can search by state. You know, you could, once you go to contract opportunities, you're able to filter all of this. But again, I recommend that you don't filter. You can filter by state. You can filter by, you could put in the search menu up here. You could put in nursing. You could put in whatever, and you can see whatever contracts that's out there. Okay. Now, listen, all right. Listen, I got a call. I got to jump off here in about two minutes. So do me a favor. If this interests you, I'll try to come back on if I can. But if you need more information, we have a free webinar coming up. You could click the link in my bio. I saw a lot of people scheduling it coming in. You could click the link in my bio and you could schedule for the webinar. It'll be on Thursday. It'll be on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Yes. Okay. Everybody's saying, please come back. Please come back. Okay. Give me about 30 minutes. I have a call to jump off right now. I will jump on that call, do what I got to do, and then I will come back. Okay. So when I come, make sure everybody get pen and paper, and I will walk you through another contract. I'll show you how to find it. I'll show you how we go about, finding the subcontractors and everything. Okay. All right, Woody, I see you signed up for okay. No problem. No problem. Listen, y'all do me. Tap the screen one more time. Let's get up to 25. Let's round it off on a good one. And I will be back on here probably in about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. So tap the screen for me. Tap the screen for me. Get the like button. Let's get up to 25K likes. So once we come back on, they can send it out. Thank y'all. Yo, listen, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. We're well over that 25K. Thank y'all. So when I come back on, make sure if you're not following me, please like and follow. So when I come back on, you'll get notification and I'll come back on. Okay. No problem. You'll be here. Okay. I'll be back. All right. Coach J out.